This right here is nasty work, bro. Getting a BBL and you work in a warehouse, what's the point of that? But you gotta understand something about birds. Birds crave attention. If a bird don't get attention, she don't feel good. She don't feel like herself. It's like a sickness. So this chick thought it was going to be a good idea to take maybe her hard-earned money, or maybe she took a loan. Who knows? But she thought it would have been a good idea to go get a BBL to come back and work at a factory. See, this is the mindset of a bird. This is how a bird thinks. They think very surface. Because the reality is, in 5 to 10 years from now, she's going to regret doing this. That's when she might become a bit wiser and realize she made a mistake. But you can't tell her shit right now. Right now, all she knows is she got a BBL and mad dudes is going to be looking at her. Mad dudes is going to be looking at her ass. Think about that, bro. Think about the mindset of a person who weren't naturally blessed with a beautiful ass, but they want a fat ass so bad that they are willing to risk their life for it. And it's all for attention. See, this is why I tell you all dudes, bro, keep away from women with BBLs, bro. Those women got a very low self-esteem and they are mad insecure. They need therapy, because even though women get BBLs, they are still the same person on the inside. On the outside, you might be able to fool a few tricks and a few thirsty dudes. But if a man is a true, real dude, he's not going to want to deal with a woman with a BBL because of her mindset. Real men focus on your mind. How do you think? If you think like a bird, what can I do with you? Besides bust a nut in your face, probably. But in all reality, if you a bird, the most I could do is smash you and then move around. But this is just sad, bro. This is just sad. This chick legit got a BBL strictly for attention. It wasn't an investment. It's nice she got a BBL because she works at a strip club and all that. And with a BBL, it's going to increase her finances. No, this chick just got a BBL for the weekends or for when she leaving work. This shit is sad, man. Fellas, be wise out here, bro. For real.
Ladies, these days, if you gotta be a side chick, please be careful. Meet Dominique. She was a single mother of 4 in Oxford, Mississippi. And in 2018, she became the willing side chick of this guy, Matthew. Now, Matthew was a white, married father of 3, and a police officer with the Oxford PD. And their arrangement was simple. He would get the hawk tour from time to time, and she would get her bills paid and other kinds of financial help. What was most important to Matthew, though, was that all of this was kept on the low. He really didn't want anyone knowing of his association with Dominique. And let me quickly throw this in there. This was Matthew's second marriage. His first wife purportedly unalived herself, and Matthew was a person of interest in that case, but nothing ever came of it. Anyway, it seemed like Dominique and Matthew had a very transactional relationship. Like, he paid her rent from time to time. He gave her a down payment for a car. He even helped her purchase some real estate. But as this affair continued, things started to get more serious. According to her family, Dominique wasn't happy being the side chick, and after a while, she wanted Matthew to leave his wife. Of course, Matthew wasn't going to do that. He didn't even want to be seen with Dominique, much less leave his wife to go be with her. When it was made perfectly clear that he wasn't leaving his wife, Dominique wanted to end the relationship. I could just imagine Matthew thinking about all the money he spent and is currently spending and thought to himself, nah, you gon' be the side chick and be happy with it. But the next time Dominique needed something financially, I imagine Matthew was there to help, so the affair continued. A few months later, Dominique found herself pregnant. When she told Matthew about the pregnancy, then he was ready to end the affair. He felt like things had gotten too far and wanted her to terminate the pregnancy. Remember, the one thing that he wanted was for all of this to be kept on the low. Tell me why. Dominique said not only is she going to keep the baby, but she about to expose Matthew to his wife. Now, I'm not sure if she was saying that just like in the heat of the moment or if she was for real, but Matthew wasn't taking no chances. So one night, Dominique tells Matthew to come on over because her kids were gone for the weekend. She was thinking they was going to be doing one thing, but he was thinking about something much darker. He was one of those cops who patrolled on horseback sometimes, so he went to the barn where the cops kept the horses and left his phone there. He didn't want his movements to be tracked. He then pulled up to Dominique's crib and parked down the street. She left the door unlocked for him, so when he walks inside, he noticed that Dominique was asleep. That's when he left the apartment, went back to his patrol car, grabbed the heater, went back to the apartment, and squeezed one off into her head. She was unalived immediately. He then left the apartment again, went back to the barn, got his phone, and then sent her a text. When the kids came home a couple days later, they were the ones who discovered her body. Investigators were called in, and they immediately got to work. Dominique and Matthew's relationship was soon discovered. The Oxford PD had the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations take over the case due to the conflict of interest. Matthew was brought in for questioning, and he admitted to having an affair with her, but suggested that maybe she unalived herself. Sounds pretty familiar, huh? And believe it or not, they actually believed him for a while. And this made her family angry because how was she gonna unalive herself when they found no heater in her apartment? Unfortunately for him, they ended up finding surveillance footage of him parking his patrol car down the street. He thought he was being slick, and it didn't even work. They got him in 4K coming in and out of the apartment. He was charged with capital murder, and to avoid the death penalty, he ended up pleading guilty and getting life in prison. Dominique's family filed a wrongful death suit against the Oxford PD, and they ended up settling for $2.2 million. Moral of the story, please be careful who you allow yourself to be a side chick to. Just saying. R.I.P. Dominique.
First and foremost, RIP to this woman. The people who suffer the most in these types of situations are the children. There are 4 kids out there who will be without a mom, and there are 3 kids out there who will be without a dad. And here's the reality. Whenever a woman chooses to be a side chick, whenever a woman chooses to be a side chick to a married man, whatever happens, that man do not want to break up his happy home. And he will do anything to avoid that. That's just the reality. And this is why it's not wise for women to put themselves in positions like this, where you're dealing with a man who got a whole family for provision. You smashing him on the side and he's paying your bills and things like that. And to him, you're just a fetish. To him, you're just a chick that he could do whatever he wants sexually that he probably can't do at home. And like I always say, the most dangerous dudes on this planet are simps. Yes, we all know simps are the ones who are willing to pay a bird. We all know that. But the thing about a simp, you never know when a simp is going to snap. Because being a simp, a man also got a mental issue. That's not a man who see himself as a very valuable man. That's a man who's thirsty and he's willing to do anything to quench his thirst. And a lot of birds prey on men like that. And that's why this story is just so sad. And women should learn from this. You better off being a virtuous, wholesome woman and dealing with a man who is going to provide for you instead of being a side chick to a married man. It don't pay off in the long run. This right here is sad, man.
What are y'all doing tonight?
We just stole some Lambos.
Stole?
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Nah, yeah, don't tell nobody now.
I won't.
Yeah. Shit's crazy.
And your name?
Phoenix.
Phantom? Wait, Phantom?
Philip.
Phil? Oh, sorry, Philip. Okay. Oh, Deontay.
I call that nigga Duke. I don't know why.
Y'all just met?
Yeah, we just met today. At Waffle House. At Waffle House? Yeah, literally at Waffle House.
Oh, y'all.
Yes.
It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, nice to meet you, Joey. Are you guys like dating?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Joey.
Alright, yeah, be safe.
Why are you trying to kidding?
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Joey.
Oh, to my mother. Close that back door, don't get snaked by your homie.
She would have been getting gas by herself right now.
I ain't gonna lie, don't be a Joey, nigga. So you seen this? Leave that, gang.
That was bad.
That was bad,
That was
bro.
bad, bro.
Shit
Shit
like
like
churro stick watch.
That shit is crazy.
Look, she saw the whips and she couldn't help herself. She's what you call a car booty. Here's the reality, fellas. This could happen to anybody. The thing about a bird, once a bird see crumbs, she gotta go to it. It's a must. So she was over there with her boyfriend and it's like, she peeped these dudes. These dudes look like they lit. They look like they got money. She gotta go over there. Her boyfriend couldn't stop her. And this is the price a man pays when he wife up a bird. A bird will embarrass you every chance she gets. All it takes to take another man bird is crumbs. If another man pulls up with more crumbs, if another man pulls up who's more lit, who got more money, she's as good as gone, bro. And that's just the reality. This right here is sad, but look, this could happen to anybody. Even Kai and his crew, this could happen to them too. They're feeling bad for dude, but they got to be careful with the type of women that they attract because they are obviously attracting birds. And here's the thing about a bird could come into your life and disguise as a good woman. So you might be thinking you got you a good girl, but she's just there for the crumbs, bro. That's just the reality, man. Fellas, be careful out here. The bottom line is, as a man, you gotta pay attention to the signs and know when to walk away. His girl just showed him who she is, and he allowed her to hop in a car and drive off with him. Fellas, know when to let a bird fly, bro. Know when to let a bird fly high. This is crazy.
What she said at the end is crazy.
You look like you're getting ready to pop.
I think I am. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right, so why do we pop?
Honestly, I think, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just say it. Okay, I know that I might be your type, probably. And I know that because of the way that you were looking at me.
Right.
Like, you know, you could eat me up on this floor. And,
Right.
you know, I think when I'm initially meeting someone, especially when there's 1,000 different beautiful women standing here,
Right.
it's uncomfortable to constantly be looked at like
She belongs to the streets.
they want to eat you up in that moment. Like, you know, granted, love it. Yes. Like, my
Right.
man look at me like that. But right here, right now, it is so uncomfortable.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I can't stand it. And I think I get that. I get that all the time at work. And I just be like, all right, bro. Like, I'm just trying to be here.
So you don't think that it's like the
I think
the
it
male
just-
like that's really feeling you? You don't think that's
No,
like,
I feel that. That's why I said I know.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
For a fact that I'm your type. It's just, it makes me so uncomfortable right now.
right.
And that's why I was kind of like waiting. I'm like, damn, maybe I could chill.
Right,
Is he
right,
your
right.
type?
You know, my friends are going to say I don't really have a type.
Get the fuck out of here!
That is exactly why girls
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.